Episode 134 in his house.
We live?
And we live.
We're live.
Let's see. Hopefully our audio is good. Bear with us for 1 second, guys. I think it should be good. It looks good.
We are good to go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Dude,
Hot.
I could breathe now.
You revealed yourself already?
Yeah, dude. I'm not, I'm not a man of many secrets.
What's good, fam? It's your boy Jay Alvarez, also known as Bobby Ross, a.k.a. the
Painter man himself?
Painter Samurai.
The painter. Oh, whoa. Holy shit.
And with me, like always, I got my boy Pilot Hero, a.k.a. the Brown Tony Starks.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hopefully you guys can hear me good. Just let us know in the chat if I sound like shit. Because, you know.
Because most likely you do with that thing on.
Most likely I do with this thing on.
Yeah.
But I look damn good. I look damn good. You admit, right? I look good?
Yeah,
You
I like
look
it.
great.
Thank you.
You're crushing it.
The reason I kind of wanted to do this whole Bob Ross look was because I was wondering what a beard feels like. And if this is what a beard feels like, then I don't want it.
No, well, I mean, mine does not feel anything like that.
No?
I'll promise you that. But
Getting hair all over my mouth and it's itchy.
I will say it's impressive to see you with hair.
Yeah, it's the wrong color, but it'll do.
Yeah, that's why you're Bobby Ross.
Yeah, Bobby Ross.
Bobby Ross.
Bobby Ross in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. So, we did promise you guys Mike Mason last week, and he's supposed to be here this week. Unfortunately, he had something he had to do.
Yeah, he bailed on us.
He has diarrhea.
He canceled on us like everyone trying to cancel Dave Chappelle.
Which they can't.
Yeah, they
Can't
cannot.
do
But he'll be here next week. So make sure you leave a comment and you make sure you tell him, hey, we're bummed out. We'll FaceTime him in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Make him chug a beer or something.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah. You can take your mask off, that
Okay.
part. But you got to leave. I tell Roger he looks like when Tony Stark got his ass kicked in the movie.
Uh-huh.
And he was missing the faceplate, but he had the rest.
Right.
But
right.
he was, his ass was kicked.
My ass was kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, actually, it doesn't feel that bad on me. I'm sure I'll eventually start to sweat, so that'll be fun. But, what's new, man? What do we got for these guys in store today? I said that's so weird. What do we have in store for these guys today?
Yeah.
There
Hold
we go.
on, let me, okay, just checking our audio real quick. Looks good.
We're paranoid from the last stream, guys. Like,
Yeah.
you guys can't give us any grief.
Yeah.
Do we have anybody in the chat right now? I'd love to just talk shit.
My wife is in the chat.
Oh, man. See, it's always nice to be all up in the chat. They give us something to talk about. We talk to them about something. And my favorite part about it is the bullshitting that we can just, freely do with the chat. I love that.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Before we get into it, I guess, let's get into our number one sponsor over at Guayaki Yerba Mate. Make sure you check out goyaki.com. Today I got the skinny can. The classic gold is my favorite when it comes to the skinny can. I know a lot of people know of the bigger cans, but don't be scared of the skinny cans. They're really good. They're the sparkling ones, and then they have the zero sugar ones and all that stuff too. So make sure you go over to Guayaki Yerba Mate and get yourself some beverages.
yeah, get yourself a beverage.
I gotta. Whoa.
Holy shit. It's a party over here at Bobby Ross's.
Yeah, see, I can't do a beard, man.
Oh, man.
Drinking all over
It is a
my
gift.
hair.
It is a gift.
Damn it, that's so good. Make sure you get yourself some yerba mate.
Get yourself a yerba mate.
Yeah. Dude, there's been some crazy stuff in that's happened.
A lot. Let's hear it.
Dude, did you hear about Alex Baldwin catching a body?
Yeah, I think it's Alec.
Alec? It's
Yeah.
not Alex. That's weird.
Could I get some L's in the chat, please?
My
No.
whole life has been a lie. Alex Baldwin?
I think it's Alec with a C.
Who other than him has a name Alec?
I don't know.
Smart.
I have no
He's
idea.
a smart aleck.
Yeah. Smart Alec.
Yeah, that's weird.
How funny if like the term is smart Alex.
Maybe.
So we've been living a lie.
Yeah.
This whole time.
So
But yes, I have. It is insane.
I'm sure everyone heard about it, but he's on set filming a movie, right? And he had supposedly a prop gun, which obviously was not a prop gun, and he shot and killed one of the female cinematographer, and then also wounding, I think, one of the directors from the movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. The internet's just crazy.
Okay, this is just a broad question in a sense that anybody can answer, because this is like nothing. I'm not trying to prove a point or anything, or anything like that. So this is like an open-minded question. There we go. Let's put it that way. But in this world, who would you say has the most, not a specific person, but like what type of people would you say has the most experience shooting a fake gun?
Oh, actors.
Actors.
Yeah.
100%.
Sure.
I feel like
Little kids.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like at any given time you shoot that thing the first time, you're like, this kicked. Like, this shot different. This felt real. Like,
Just even
this
the weight
did not
of it.
feel. Yeah, that's true too. I mean, I don't know. I don't own a gun. I don't have any. I've only shot a few in my lifetime. So I don't know, but it's just something I've always thought of. The moment I found out about it, I was like, damn, dude, can you imagine? I mean, jokes aside, terrible tragedy.
Yeah, and
That sucks.
that's the issue, that there's man, being on a set, like I've been on sets for certain things, but obviously not a big movie like that. So just being on the sets that I've been on, dude, there's protocols you got to follow. There's the prop manager, there's the prop assist, like just so much stuff that there's no way that this should be happening. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you take that out of the question, or out of the picture, and then you just say, okay, well, has Alec Baldwin never held a gun before? Did he not realize that this was maybe a real loaded gun?
I mean, that kind of rolls into my next question, like, and this is super open again. I don't know. Can a prop gun shoot a real bullet?
No.
It can't.
I think prop guns don't have the mechanisms in them.
That's what I'm thinking.
And then, but maybe back in the day, but like nowadays, to put this in perspective as well. Nowadays, the way that movies are made and the CGI and everything, you could basically go like this and put a gun in my hand right now.
Literally.
You don't even need a real gun.
Yeah. True.
And then also like just green screen, like when you paint the plastic gun all green, so then you just put whatever gun in their hand.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
you can.
there's
so
no
just,
reason-
just so that their hand looks like they're holding
Yeah.
something. But yeah, you're absolutely right.
I
Just
don't-
CGI, anything.
I don't think there's no reason you should have a real gun, or even
Seriously.
even something that resembles a real gun,
I agree.
for someone to get confused.
I agree.
And this happened in the past. That's how Bruce Lee died, and then his son Brandon Lee, which is weird. It's kind of like a curse on the family. Bless you. Bless you.
I should have dabbed both times, but I didn't.
My wife says they use blanks in the guns, which is true, but I still don't think the blanks and the actual bullets work the same way. So you need the actual pin that would like detonate a bullet.
Like a fire, right?
Yeah.
Like the fire in the powder in
The powder, yeah. But so with blanks, they still use powder, I believe.
Okay.
So it makes the explosion
Yeah.
and everything, or just the sound and all that kind of stuff. But it's like I'm saying, like we're in 2021 where you don't really need that stuff
Yeah.
to work that way.
Yeah. I agree. See, I didn't know that. It's just it's really it's so shitty because if like you said, dude, at any given time, if anybody's to give you a prop gun and it ends up being a real gun, like why? How does this gun not get analyzed? Like, say it does get swapped with a real gun, right? What are the odds that this gun gets swapped out by a gun that looks exactly like the one you're supposed to be holding.
I mean, that's if someone has malicious intent, I could see that being super easy. You know,
Yeah.
dude, this
I'm trying to
beard
take
is
you
just-
serious. I cannot see your mouth.
It's there.
You hear me? It's
Where's
there.
the hole?
Yeah.
There it is.
That's what she said.
There it is. Hello, I'm Bob Ross.
He's Bobby Ross.
I'm Bobby Valentino.
Yeah, but I agree. It's just you're right. If it's malicious intent, then they'll make it happen.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I don't know if the rumor is true, but it sounds like a girl just put a bullet in there. Like, and this is one of the many articles there are. So this mine could be out of left field.
There's crazy ones, and I got one for you.
What is it?
So, one of the conspiracy theories, and I hate conspiracy theories, but I want to bring it up just because that's what always happens with stuff. But one of the conspiracy theories is the female that was murdered or killed on accident.
Yeah.
She was actually making a documentary on pedophilia or sex trafficking kids, something like that.
Whoa.
She was involved with something like that. So they're
Something
saying that they hired or they made Alec Baldwin basically kill this lady because, you know, there's some high elites in the Hollywood scene that might have participated in stuff like that, and if this lady's documentary comes out, it might expose some people.
What?
That's a crazy one,
That's
right?
sad. See, that's just sad. She's just doing her job.
Yeah.
You know, initially, that's just all she's doing.
I wonder if I should have glued this top piece.
To your lip?
Yeah.
Oh man,
This is wild.
That would have been a treat.
This is crazy.
That would have been a treat, dude.
Yeah.
That makes you look like having the fattest lips ever. Like, for whatever reason, it's like adding compliment to your lips. This is like a J-Lo commercial,
That's weird.
or one of the Kardashians commercial. You know what I mean? Like of your lips. It's crazy how much it's complimenting it.
That's weird.
It's wild. That's weird. It can be.
Yeah.
We can make it weird. But yeah, so that's pretty wild. I didn't know much about those like prop guns or the real guns what they look like in comparison. But you would think that you're on set. I don't know why. And yeah, you could be wasting blanks, whatever. But I would grab the gun and, like, as a tester, say there's 6 blanks in there, right? You shoot 3, bop, bop, bop. Yep, the blanks are working.
But you don't. But because supposedly he was. I think it's like a Western movie.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
was like a quick drawing or something like that.
This has to be a revolver, easily.
So it's like you don't need to pull the trigger in order to practice quick drawing. You know what I mean?
You don't. You're right.
And
I
exactly,
agree.
you don't need to pull the trigger either.
Ever.
In front, like shooting at someone.
Right. I agree.
So this is wild.
That's always been a fear too. Like, I don't know how, like, these actors don't, like, just are, like, okay with shooting, you know, even though it's a blank.
Yeah.
Just that off chance, especially with the history of Bruce Lee.
Well, you know what's wild is, like, ever since this happened, there's been clips of other actors. There's one of Will Smith on the set of Bad Boys. They use tons of guns there and stuff like that. And I think one of the prop guys had a gun.
Oh, shit.
And he had it, and it was kind of facing, like, he was over here, and the guy had it like this, and Will Smith's just, like, staring at him, and he's just all grabs it and puts it down super slow, like, hey, watch where you're pointing that.
Yeah.
And that's assuming that they're doing a good job.
Right.
And that's fake.
Right.
But Will Smith is still like, hey,
yeah,
don't be pointing that at me.
Yeah.
On accident or no, you know, like,
Right.
get that out of here.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It's like, we're not in scene right now. Get that shit
yeah,
off my
you need
face.
to practice safety. Who knows really what happened here? You know, more will come out and we'll talk about it. But rest in peace to the lady. And
yeah, that's sad.
It's a shitty situation for everyone involved. If it was truly an accident, could you imagine how you feel? You know,
Getting shot by mistake, and then the worst part is like,
But
Alec has to deal with that.
Yeah. I was gonna say just being Alec Baldwin, knowing that you killed someone.
Yeah.
And there was a wild one. I'll just end it at this one. But a few years ago, he tweeted. He's like, I wonder what it'd feel like to kill someone.
He tweeted it.
And then people bring that back. And that doesn't help with the whole conspiracy theory shit. You know what I mean? So everyone's like, damn, Alec Baldwin really just wanted to know how what it feels to kill someone.
That's an idiotic tweet.
Yeah.
Even for fun.
Yeah.
Unless he's referring to, like, say you're commenting, like, on Squid Games, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and then your line below, man, I wish I could kill someone. Like, it's a joke, you know?
Yeah,
It's a joke. You're in
because
a-
nowadays someone's gonna find it and be like, "Hey, I remember when Pilot Hero said that, like 2021 about Squid Games," and then all of a sudden you actually kill someone. They'll
Yeah.
pull it up.
Yeah,
It's
literally.
You gotta watch yourself.
Yeah, dude. Cover those breadcrumbs if you're going to try to accidentally assault someone with a gun,
Yeah.
with a deadly weapon.
Hey, should we call Mace right now and force him to do a
Absolutely.
shotgun because he didn't come on the show?
Absolutely, he should be shotgunning a
Let me
beer.
see if I could pull him up here real quick.
Okay. This will be a nice treat. This would be really fun. Bobby Ross. You know what's funny? I don't think Bob Ross could use an iPad. That's just me. I don't think Bob Ross is capable of using an iPad.
Dude, this thing's humongous.
That is humongous. You might want to cover the number.
Hey,
Hey! Let's go!
I'm Bobby Ross.
Let's do the best
Hey.
golfers I've ever seen. Hi!
Hey, happy birthday, Phyllis.
Cheers.
Hey,
I got a bottle, so I don't know if you can see. The thing's brand new.
yeah.
Mine is so cool.
Hey, but the chat wants to know how come you couldn't come today. They were all ready for you.
Who said that?
The chat wants to know why you couldn't come today. They were ready for Mike Mason to appear on the show.
They did not say that.
Yeah. Tune
The
in
chat
live.
is flooded.
Is it flooded?
It's flooded. The chat is flooded.
Okay.
Okay, well I'll make up for it tonight, and then I'll be there next week. How's that?
Okay. So
Got it,
you heard it
got
here.
it.
Mace will be here next week. Chug that for the chat right now. I got you in front of the camera.
Let's get it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Ready?
We'll do me and my mom.
Yes.
Here we go.
Mine is so cool.
Out of baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my god. Tell the audience I hope they like that.
Hell yeah. Hey, all right. So have fun. Have a good weekend. Stay safe, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right, well, we'll see you next week.
All right,
Hell
thanks,
yeah.
bud. Bye-bye. Well, there we go.
There you guys
We
have
got
it.
confirmation. Mason is coming. That rhymed.
Yeah.
Because I'm Bobby.
Because you're Bobby
Bobby
Ross.
Confirmation. Mace is coming next week.
Do you
So,
think that works when they chug a beer and they do the whole twist?
I tried it and it didn't work for me, but
I've never tried it and I wanna.
I've seen TikToks about it and
Yeah.
it seems like it's pretty legit.
Yeah. Like, is it supposed to flow faster down?
It does like the little spiral thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This
That's
beard
crazy.
is crazy.
That's your beard?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And for all of you guys who didn't notice, he's got his little pickup here too.
Should I wear a hat? I got
Dude.
my hat.
There you go, dude. There you go. That's it. You've completed the ensemble. Is it ensemble or ensemble? Ensemble.
Ensemble, I think.
Ensemble.
Yeah. Bobby Ross.
And Pilot Hero. Pilot Iron Man.
Hey, big news today.
Let's hear the big news.
Facebook changed their name to, do you know?
No, I did not know that Facebook changed their name.
To Meta.
Meta
Yep.
with an M?
Meta.
Meta. Metabook?
I think it's just Meta. I think actually it's just because I actually Googled Meta
Uh-huh.
when I found out, which is kind of stupid because I was like, maybe they didn't acquire the
Right. Right. or
the
something.
.com, so let me go buy that real quick. I'm trying to pull a fast one on Zuckerberg, but it took me to the website and it said like this is Meta, and it shows you like, and it said like our companies or something like that,
I see.
and it said like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, like stuff like that. So
I see.
I don't think it's like they're saying like that's what the Facebook is going to be known at, but I think that's just like the main parent company is Meta.
Right.
And then these other companies are underneath it, but they're
Right.
going to be, that's kind of like the
Hey,
big,
since we're on the topic of Facebook, can I ask you a question?
yes.
At what point did Facebook become the app for old people only? When did that happen?
Because it's super easy, right?
Yeah, no, of course.
So I think that happened when people realized that you can share photos and just like on your timeline super easy. So like older people generation, they want to know what's going on with their grandkids. Or parents want to know what's going on with their kids in college and stuff like that. So I think that's when like the older generation realized like, oh, Facebook is dope because of that, because we can see photos, like see what's going on in our loved ones' lives.
Right.
A lot easier than Instagram. That's just kind of like a thirst trap. Girls, in bathing suits and just shaking their asses and stuff, which we approve of. But but I think that's why Facebook was so big for the older generation.
And it wasn't right away.
No.
I mean, obviously it took some time. Like we had to have like Instagram have some momentum. TikTok obviously just blew it out of the water. Snapchat and all of these things. And so, yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
And I think the fact that, like what you just said, the once other apps became really, really popular, that's when where the younger crowd went to.
Right.
So then it was easier for the older crowd just to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And now it's a weird crowd, right? Because now it's like old. It's everyone, but then it's more complaining and more like, hey, check me out. I work at Les Schwab Tires, but I'm also a politician.
A nudist.
And I know exactly what's going on with politics.
Yep.
And I'm also a vaccine expert, and I know exactly what's going on with vaccines.
Right.
It became that now. Like, that's what Facebook is about. Like, people just going on there knowing everything.
That's true.
So I stay off of there because I know
everybody's
nothing.
a doctor, everybody's a lawyer.
Yeah.
We've had these podcasts before, but yeah, it's exactly what I feel like it's like, and it's crazy. And I hate how political it is.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
Yeah.
You don't go in there and claim a color.
I hate it now. Probably since last year, but the year for like prior to that, it was awesome because it was more of videos. Like videos would pop up. There'd be like hilarious videos, just like videos, do-it-yourself videos, like stuff like that. Like it was always cool. People sharing like good videos and stuff.
Sick.
Now it's not that. Now it's just like why I shouldn't get vaccinated, why I should get vaccinated,
right?
Why Biden sucks, why everything,
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
Hey, scrap the B word. Why Biden? I should call him Biden so they don't like, strike us.
Yeah.
On the YouTube them.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I fully agree. When you put it in perspective like that, it's not hard to know that that's just kind of how society has turned Facebook.
Yeah.
Into, and it's like you said. At the end of the day, it's easy to use, and older people tend to use that, especially since it's been out since the turn of the century.
Yeah.
Over sarcastically.
Yeah. Dude, what'd you do this weekend?
This weekend, it was a family-filled weekend, honestly. That's all it was, honestly. I can't even really put we had, my nieces had this, dance thing that they wanted to show us because it was, in celebration of their birthday. And then we had, I think it's a big thing when your parents don't live close by to make it a point to go see them.
Yeah.
And it makes it easier with COVID and stuff. It's sad to say it. Me and Jorge preach this a lot, that you don't want to use any excuse to do stuff. Like, you don't want to say things before it's too late. You know what I mean? So it's it's sad to say that because of COVID and things being shut down and harder to get things, to do things because they're not yet open or open later, to make plans. So with that said, yeah, I mean, we try to take advantage as much as we can when it comes to family events, especially when, everyone's so it's all about the vaccine. You gotta wear masks. And, I mean, we should, now don't come at me with this, but a lot of our family members, we don't really wear masks in our settings, our family events, family settings, stuff like that. And, just to add to that fact that it's every opportunity you get. You can't pass them up, So,
yeah, and I think that's, okay. If everyone's on the same page, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But if there's someone that's like, hey, man, I'd rather not come, or I'd rather you guys wear a mask, then I think you got to, listen to those people as well. So
help accommodate. But you had a birthday party.
Yeah.
Let's hear it, man.
Yeah, we rented out a little go-kart area in our in our city here. It was
Did
dope.
you race yourself?
Hell yeah, smoked everyone. I had the best time at everyone.
Let's talk about your competition.
Well, I mean, it was a bunch of kids. Smoked them. But then
Smoke them, yeah.
no, but they keep your time. So
Yeah, that's cool. That's
it was
cool.
everyone that was in the party,
That's rad. That's
which
rad.
was quite a bit of us. You know, like my brother-in-law, Hater Dave was there, smoked
Yeah.
his ass. He wasn't even close. He
Hey, you know, it
sucks.
helps that you do moto, and I think that's huge. Can we talk about this for a sec?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to a birthday party with, you know, it was not even call it, we don't want to call it a birthday party. I went to a good friend's birthday event that they did at, you know, the go-kart place in Reno, right? And dude, it was lit. I don't do moto, but my friends do, and they were cool enough to lend me a helmet. And I was like, what the fuck do I need a helmet for? They got to have them there.
Yeah.
So no, dude, all the guys come out. There's like fucking 12 of us, right? All of them have their own helmets, custom to them. So sick. Like the dopest feeling, because like they lended me one. So of course I got a helmet, and I feel really cool. We go in, and in my mind, this sounds really stupid because it has nothing to do with it. I'm athletically inclined, right? So I am capable of adapting to a lot of sports. I have played hockey, I've played basketball, I've played soccer, I've played so many sports. Now, racing, like anything that's got a fucking motorized engine in it, I've never really done. Not in a competition or a competitive level. And with that said, dude, I was dead last out of
Oh,
the 12.
man.
Couldn't come close. I did not understand. Dude, when they told me that they compete, they're not in like the go-kart level.
Yeah.
But when they said, bro, we go hard. Like, just know that we have really good record times,
Mm-hmm.
right? Nothing to brag about on the scoreboard there. But I show up, I'm like, please. I all I needed to learn is like 5 seconds, and I got this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I get on the internet, and there's mechanics to it. You want to like go straight at certain times. You want to not use your brakes hardly ever. And I'm like, dude, there's mechanics to this that
Yeah.
you need to realize.
Where'd you go in Reno?
Yeah, the Need for Speed in Reno.
Okay, so Dave was
Or
telling
Need
me
to Speed.
he went somewhere during a birthday party
Yeah,
up
yeah,
in
yeah.
Reno, but it wasn't quite like this track. This track we have in our local area, I've only done like outdoor ones, so I've never done indoor. So this is first time, dude. The wheels are super hard, not like rubbery, but super hard.
Okay.
And then the track's like pure cement, so it's like drift. It's a drift track.
Oh, jeez.
So
Was it rad?
So it was a little bit different
Okay.
than what I'm used to.
Okay.
So you needed like to drift into corners and shit.
Yeah.
And Dave said it was different from the one he hit up, which was indoors, which I probably the same place you went to.
Yeah.
He said that one was a little bit more grippier.
Very grippy.
Like it's
Very
more
grippy.
like actual driving.
Yeah.
Than actual. And then the one I went to,
Right.
dude, that one was straight up just drifting. Like you like, I tapped the brakes and all of a sudden you're just sideways going this way. Like it was badass.
And then you gas it at the right
Yeah.
time just to keep the flow going.
Yeah.
See, that sounds sick. I underestimate the concept of go-karting. I'm not good at it. I don't know how. And if it wasn't for the birthday boy's girlfriend at the time, they're married now, but girlfriend at the time, if it wasn't for her participating, I'd be dead last. And she almost beat me.
Dude, you don't want to go because my kid will smoke you.
Dude, I'll get smoked. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand. Like, I feel like
You just gotta let loose and just realize that if you crash,
You crash.
you're okay. So just go for it.
I guess it's because you see everybody else and they're just smooth sailing, you know, like not hitting anything, barely like grazing, just knowing when to like let go of the gas. And I'm sitting here like, brake, just fucking dude, go, brake. And everyone's passing me. I have to move over.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, dude.
Hey, shout out to Juan in the chat. Thank you for the love, my man.
Hey,
Thanks a lot, man.
let's get it.
We miss you. Come hang out.
Come hang out. I like that.
Hey, real quick. I went
Bobby
to dinner.
Ross.
Went to dinner for my birthday. Just want to talk about the little mask thing real quick.
Let's hear it.
I know people are just like totally against it and everything, but I just want to show you this.
Yeah.
We go to dinner for that. I see like the bus kid just taking the food next to another table. Dude, he's like, has the tray right here. So the tray's right here. Dude, his mouth is right here. The food is right here. And he's just like looking around like this. And I'm like, dude, that guy is breathing on the food, but he was wearing a mask. So I was like, after all this is said and done, maybe food people should still wear masks.
I'm not against that. As far as like restaurants.
Yeah.
Specifically to restaurants.
Yeah, because I was like, I never
Okay.
noticed that, but like, you know what I'm talking about. They have the big tray with all the plates on the food, and they're just walking like this, and they have it on their shoulder.
Right.
And I noticed the guy looked at me, he went like this, and I was down there. And when he went like that, dude, I'm like, dude, there's like a piece of steak just right in front of his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can just, you're breathing on it, you're
Right.
spitting on it if you're
Right.
talking.
Yeah.
I was like, that's when you require a mask.
That's when you should require a mask. Yeah. Maybe the servers and the chefs, for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, a lot of places are required to have hairnets, and people don't do it.
True.
Which is really frustrating.
True.
But
Yeah.
that's a good point, though. To that point.
Did you hear another big news? Pokimane launching her new company.
No. Did they do anything like blue light filter?
No.
Okay.
She's a little bit smarter.
Okay.
I believe. It's like an agency. It's called RTS. You could go over to rts.gg and check it out.
Check
She's
it out.
like co-owner of it. I think she's a chief something. But it's more like a gaming agency where she's going to connect the clients to potential sponsors
Okay.
and then make it easier for sponsors to like pick up talent, you know?
Got it.
Like connect everyone basically. So they're gonna be the middleman between the talent and then the sponsors, and then also there's a lot into it. There's gonna be, because I think someone asked, because she was talking about during her live stream, someone asked like, because they're basically sounds like they do everything when it comes to like esports and just gaming and content creating
Right.
and all that.
Right.
The guy was like, damn, what if I need a psychic or what's it called, the doctor, a head doctor,
The head doc? What do you mean?
like a head, like when you go and you need to talk to someone,
Psychiatrist.
psychiatrist, there we go. What if I need a psychiatrist? And she goes on the website, she's like, this person, you could talk to them. They have certain people on there that like are there for your like mental health,
Right.
like getting you correct, like, hey, maybe you're going down the wrong path, or if you need someone to talk to and stuff like that. So it
Yeah.
seems like that's the main purpose of it. And then it's like co-owned by her, which, you know, she's big in the space.
Right.
So that's a good thing.
That's smart. That's a good move.
Yeah.
I mean, anything that's the definition of investing in yourself.
Yeah.
If you're getting my opinion, you know what I mean? That's definitely the definition. It's
Yeah.
it's smart because now you're not only starting a business, but you're also helping the gaming space.
Yeah.
Like on top of that.
Yeah.
Like
So
it's not a
so
self.
she's getting into something that she knows
Mhm.
firsthand.
Right.
When this other person that we talked about last week was getting into something that's like beauty cosmetic, I'm sure she knows it because she wears it.
Right.
But then try to implement into the gaming space, and it's like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Keep that separate. Like, we don't need gaming makeup. We need, like, females just need makeup.
Yeah.
Just get into that space.
Yeah. Yeah. If you need makeup, then that's all you're gonna rock.
Yeah. So, but then also one of the main guys in the company that was on the website is the co-founder of Twitch.
Oh.
So it sounds like they have a lot of big hitters that have done some great things in the past with big companies, all involved with this Pokimane's company, this agency.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's a good call. It's a good plan.
Pokimane, hit us up. We need we're in need some sponsors.
We just keep taking them in. I mean, we have some great ones now if you want us to brag, but
Yeah.
we'll take more.
And speaking of that, if you're looking for a little anxiety fix or a little muscle fix, go over to powerupstore.com for some Power Up CBD. Use Gamer20 at checkout for 20% off.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do that. And put that rub on.
Yeah. Rub it on. Dude, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore, but I'm going to commit.
You're going to try and commit?
Oh, yeah.
Dang. You're a tough guy.
It's just like I should have glued it to my... So it just like keeps going up and in my mouth.
Yeah. It's like a real beard.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't do it.
Ugh.
Good thing I tried this. I don't think I can grow a beard to tell you the truth, but
I've never seen you in one, but it would be wild.
yeah,
It would be wild to watch.
yeah. So what else you got going on, man?
Well, as far as this weekend, my kids, they're probably done by now, but they were currently doing some sort of Halloween bash. I think it's kind of cool that they're doing multiple events throughout the weekend of Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
works out, you know? I mean, it's one of those things, like, because it's all COVID-based now, and they're going to do, like, trunk-or-treating, and they're going to do, you know, it's a series of things, but just the opportunities that come up, I'm more pumped for that.
Yeah,
More
actually,
opportunities for
yeah, I think that's cool because, yeah, like on normal Thanksgiving or not Thanksgiving, Halloween is Sunday this year, so in a few days. But yeah, usually like around that time it gets dark super early. It's cold and stuff like that. When you got like the smaller kids, you don't really want to be out.
Right.
I know when you were like in middle school and older, you wanted to be out the later. But you don't really want to be out with your kids, and it's like kind of cold season. My kids have a little stuffy nose and stuff like that. So it's always good to do those early ones.
Right.
And then later on you go out for maybe 30 minutes, an hour, and that's enough.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out for like 3 hours.
That's
or
the
anything
thing
like
for
that.
me, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why, dude, if I could encourage everybody to go to Disneyland for Halloween, I would do that. Because it is warmer, and you're in Disneyland, and you get a shit ton of candy, and you're in line, and these lines, like, while you're waiting in line, these cast members come by with buckets and just pour into your bags, like, while you're in line. And the reason you're in line is just so that you can, like, see all the cool stuff. That's literally all you're seeing. Otherwise, you're getting candy all of the time, and you're not cold. Like, it's kind of huge, you know. It's kind of a big deal. And at the same time, you have like parades going on. It's like, that's a good time for me. It was only $100 something, like $120 for that event. Granted,
Per person?
yeah, but that was for maybe 3 hours, 2.5 hours maybe. Specific to that event, of course. So you get a special bracelet and all that stuff. But we were already there, and we figured, why not? But like, I guess my point is that I really wish that Halloween was a lot more like that in communities. You know, set up heaters, I don't know, make it fun, because it gets miserable when it's cold. I hate the cold. I cannot emphasize this enough. My body is not built for the cold. I hate the cold. And if the cold was a person, I'd punch the cold in the face, you know?
Yeah.
With my fist and my foot. I would foot them in the face.
So why do you live here?
I was born here, ladies and gentlemen, and it was a curse, you know, growing up, to be cold when the cold kicks in. This place is a desert. So for all of you guys out there that have half a brain, understand that desert in the winter, nighttime, it's freezing cold. It's cold as balls. I hate it. And if you don't have a heater in your house, then you're screwed.
So let me ask you. So you in our area, not talking about like tropical island or something.
Yeah.
Do you prefer the hot or the cold? I know you just ranted about the cold, but
if I were to pick,
yeah,
I would pick the heat all day, every day.
So you would live here.
I live in like Vegas or Henderson.
Damn.
Yeah. Like if I could like stay in Nevada, I'd go down to Vegas.
Damn.
Yeah. Only because it's a few hours away from LA.
Yeah.
Have a good time. And I don't
Just
know.
move to LA.
Like, yeah. And then Vegas has cheap houses it's like Dayton, you know, you got big houses and it's cheap.
Yeah.
It's great. I'm like, and you got palm trees. At least they have palm trees. I want palm trees, you know?
Yep.
But I mean, yeah, I've always hated the cold. I like the heat a lot more. I like being able to just wear a tank top instead. But
What'd you think about today? So I thought today, so it's a fall day.
64 degrees.
Yeah, it was 64, but it felt pretty warm.
It
And
did
then
feel like
in
summer.
certain areas it feels a little chilly when it's like no sun's hitting you in the shade or whatever.
Yeah, once you're in
that's
the
like
shade.
perfect.
Yeah, you like that?
I like hoodie weather.
Hoodie weather.
Yeah.
I don't mind hoodie weather. I'll give you that, because like that's like enough. You know, like then you're like, you know, I don't even have to put my hoodie up.
But you're
Like,
a
this
big
is
hoodie
enough.
guy.
I love hoodies.
But you
I
can't
do.
wear hoodies in Vegas
No.
at 114 degrees.
I think it's kind of something that grew on me being here, because like it's some you end up kind of growing a niche.
I think
Like,
it's a good. I think it's a cool like style.
I love the style.
It's
Actually,
like really relaxed, but then like you wear yours is just black or whatever, but you wear some nice pants and shoes, a hat or whatever. You look dope.
and you look good.
Yeah.
Right. A chain maybe. Look nice.
Absolutely.
But
You will not get robbed here.
and not, not by Bobby Ross. That is,
No.
if he's your bodyguard, you guys ain't getting robbed. But yeah, and I think that's kind of like something that like besides hats, that's what kind of grew on me being in this kind of climate, this weather. It's like hoodies are my go-to. I buy a new one almost every year. I should buy a few, but I'm such a cheap ass. But and I love it. That's the cool thing. Like I love, like that's my hoodie for the winter. Like that's my hoodie winter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It just depends really. If I'm feeling, if I'm in a cranky mood, 70 degrees is not hot enough.
Dang. So that was gonna be my next question. Just inside a building,
Yeah,
will you rather be hot or cold?
hot.
Damn.
Inside of a building. Okay, but this is okay. Look, I'm gonna give you guys a reason why. Okay, this is it. Here's the truth. Okay, my whole life, we're gonna dive back into my fucking deodorant problem. Okay, I hate deodorants because they're liars. None of them does what they say. There's no antiperspirant bullshit. I
Actually,
perspire a lot.
real quick though.
Unless
Someone
you
in the
use
chat
duct tape.
did say that if you buy that shit, it's bad for you because basically what it's doing is like clogging your pores.
Yeah.
And you can get infections and shit.
Agreed. In fact, I would rather have my sweat glands removed. That's what I'd rather have.
Do you know why you sweat?
Fat?
No. You know why you sweat?
Your oxidants? I don't. What? Was there
No,
something
like
specific?
why?
Why?
To cool you off.
Yeah, that's the point. But did you know that your body is so smart? This is gonna be a fun fact for you motherfuckers. If your body is so smart that it says to itself, "You're so cold, I need to help heat you up," and it works in overdrive that it makes your body sweat. So in the cold, you're sweating because your body's like, we got to keep you warm.
Yeah.
So it starts to generate all these fucking things that it's supposed to like keep you warm, but inadvertently makes you sweat. So you're right, 100%. But the problem is I perspire for both heat and cold. So like I hate it all. And if I'm going to perspire, I'd rather perspire in the heat because perspiring while you're cold, that fucks you up. Like, just have you ever sweat in the cold? Like soccer, for example. You've played soccer in the cold.
Yeah.
And do you sweat? You're just running, you're sweating. But it's cold, so you're just like, oh, this kind of sucks because your body's still like kind of warm.
Yeah.
But you've already sweat on your clothing. So you're just running around, and when you're standing still because nothing's happening, your pits, your fucking chest, your back, it's all wet.
Yeah.
And I hate that so fucking. I'd rather have that in the heat. Like I'd rather feel that way in the heat
So
inside.
you have sweating issues.
I mean, I wouldn't.
and the sweating issues really is why you pick
the
whether
heat.
you like heat or not.
Yes. And I actually enjoy sweating to an extent, like working out, being outside, like working.
That's what I say.
Labor, did stuff
If
like
you're
that.
doing something physical and you sweat, that's what
Great.
that's what should happen.
That's exactly
and
what
that,
should happen.
it feels good.
And it feels great. It does. That's exactly what I want.
I'd rather be cold than hot though. When I go to a hotel, first thing I do is crank up the AC. First thing I do.
It's definitely easier to sleep in the cold. I'll admit that. Like it's
Yeah.
easier to sleep
Oh,
in
yeah.
the cold. Like it just, yeah. I mean, I guess I'll never get over this hump about the cold. The cold it's an enemy of mine.
Yeah.
Can I get an L in the chat? No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, I hate the cold. I despise it.
Weird.
A lot of people. I have a couple friends that are the same way. They share the same expression. They
They're
don't like-
sweaters.
yeah, no, not like me, but they hate the cold too. And we live here. It's a no-brainer. It's cheap here. Well, cheapish. It's getting more expensive. It's becoming more and more like California. But it's home. It sucks.
I love
home.
here where we live, but I wish I kind of lived somewhere that was a little bit more humid.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
So I think humidity is good for you
I agree. It's good for your
and your
skin.
breathing and
It
stuff.
is. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And 100% good for your skin. If you guys are like very dry people, like dry skin people, humidity is the best possible thing you can possibly do for your body.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's super good for your pores. It opens them up. You're gonna get less acne. You're gonna get less like body rash. Your skin will not look older with time.
Yep.
It's sick. Hey, you know what? I'm not a doctor, but call me Dr. Pilot Hero. Okay, motherfuckers. Now you know. Okay.
The brown Tony Starks has spoken.
The brown Tony Stark has spoken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not a doctor, but he's a billionaire philanthropist, playboy,
Yes.
and that's what I am.
Oh yeah.
Sorry to my wife. Okay.
Sorry.
Bobby Ross, ladies and gentlemen.
Bobby Ross is in the house. You been playing any Warzone lately?
Yes, yeah, I have. I've played the new mode, and I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of it when you're by yourself.
What was the new mode?
The new mode is the Haunting of Verdansk.
Oh yeah, I don't even mess with that. I just go straight to the
The
OG
normal-
battle royale.
Yeah. Well, see, I've been told. So get this, I streamed it, right, for very briefly, just an hour, and
When yesterday?
I don't remember. I
When
wanna
you
say
texted me
a couple
yesterday and I
days
said I
ago.
couldn't play, I was
Did I go
messing
live?
with this stuff
Did I go live?
because it's bullshit. But then I looked and I didn't see you live.
I have
so.
my days crossed lately, so like I don't remember what day it was. I want to say it was like maybe 2 days ago, right? Anyways, the point is, or maybe it was on Sunday. The point is though, is I played it and it's not as scary as they said it was. You know, I was kind of hoping to get a good, video of like all
The
these jump scares.
Dude,
And
I got
didn't-
jump scared twice.
I didn't get any. You?
No, just the regular mode has jump scares. In
No.
yeah,
Damn,
No,
I've
no.
lucked out.
it was Fortnite.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, it was Fortnite, but dude, it scared me because I was like, oh shit, and then they come after you, and I didn't know if they like can kill you or whatever.
Then they can.
No, I don't
Oh.
think they can. It's just they chase you or whatever. But you gotta kill them in order to get them out of there.
Right,
you know?
to get them away from you.
But yeah, you go somewhere and you open up a chest, and all of a sudden one just pops up. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck,
Yeah. No, it's lit.
because you're already like tense because
Yeah.
It
has its perks and its cons. Like it's.
I get jump scared on a regular map with when nothing jumps out, just
I
when
get-
someone shoots me.
dude. Literally, like I played yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and I snuck up on a kid, and you know how that you get the death comms, and the death comm was a kid in Spanish. He's like, "Oh, motherfucker!" Like it was super funny. I clearly caught
He
him.
said
off
that in
guard.
Spanish,
Yeah,
or just
no,
like
that's how
that?
he said it, but you could tell he was Hispanic because of the accent.
Yeah.
He's like, "Ah, you motherfucker," and it was hilarious. I started cracking up, but I'm thinking to myself, "Damn, I scared the shit out of that kid. Like
Yeah.
he's coming back for me for sure," and he did, but he died. But the point is that these jump scares aren't as intense as I thought they were.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I wish it was.
They're just random.
Yeah.
And like I think a lot of times when you're like really concentrated and that shit happens, that's when, like I said, like sometimes I'm like creeping around a building or whatever, and I get shot, and I'm fuck, almost dropped the remote and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. No, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. It gets to that point sometimes where it's just too devastating.
Yeah. Do you know if the anti-cheat has come out?
Not yet. Not until
yet.
I guess the introduction of the anti-cheat, what is it called? Ricochet, is coming out with the new map and new Warzone Island Warzone, or whatever
Yeah.
the hell it's called. So that's on the 27th of November. Lands on a Tuesday. I've done my heavy research on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool.
I think
pretty pumped about
I
it.
think everyone's waiting on it just to see what happens.
Yeah,
I can almost guarantee there's going to be a lot of disappointed people.
I hope that they do their best job with cheaters, and I did notice that the map seems a lot brighter, which
Yeah.
I'm okay with.
Well, you know that because you can ask yourself, like, how come Apex and how come Fortnite, there's not cheaters in there? And it's just like, I think they did a really good job at going after the manufacturers of the cheats themselves rather than actually implementing it in the game.
Yeah.
So you go after the companies that are creating these cheats, they're going to have to stop selling them.
Right.
So then these kids are not going to be able to get them to use them for those games. and that's I think kind of where Activision and the studios involved in this battle royale, they kind of went after implementing it in the game themselves, like banning people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a tedious thing, I think,
Right.
until they figure it out.
I'm saying, like, in a sense that, like, jobs worth, like, if that's a job, like, if now there's a whole team, you know, of solely doing that, I think our outcome might be better. I want to be optimistic about it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me though if it's a shit show. But they did say that they will be stopping the normal cheaters on the, you know, like the PC.
Yeah.
And then the cheaters that are using third-party applications. So they will literally monitor as soon as someone says that this person's cheating, it will help them. But they're literally watching every single game for abnormals. So like if some kid starts spraying and gets 7 sudden kills, they're gonna watch that person now. They're gonna be like, all right, this guy just fucking lasered 7 people in the span of 5 minutes.
But can they go into their game as far as like doing that, or is it all through like streaming? Because not everyone streams.
Oh yeah, no, in the game now. Now it's in the game.
So they're back end.
Right.
So basically,
of the servers,
they'll be able to see, within the servers, or they'll see like, hey, this guy's popping off for
Right,
whatever reason.
right.
It looks abnormal.
Yeah.
So we're gonna check into
exactly. And so now they'll basically have like a list of the players, of all 50 players, let's say hypothetically, and their scores, right, and their KDs. So it's gonna show that this guy that's at a .76 KD shouldn't be getting 18 kills a game, and fucking getting that kind of ratio. They're gonna be like, oh, this kid's popping off right now, let's check him out. Like it's gonna be super lit. And I love the idea,
and it makes sense because a lot of these guys, the cheaters, are new accounts,
right?
Because their accounts keep getting banned, so every time is a new account, so their KD is probably not that great at the moment.
Exactly.
So then they start popping off, like he said. That's when they're gonna be like, oh, okay,
right,
ban this guy.
Yep. And that's when they started, because like you can kind of read the Ricochet concept, like what their plan is. And when you see that, you're like, that's kind of dope, actually. Like, that looks like it could work. Like, it could possibly work. It's abnormals, abnormalities.
What happens, though, I don't know too much about this because it's more techie, but what happens, because there's certain ways that you can ban someone on a PC where basically their PC's done.
Right.
You cannot use that. You have to basically buy a new PC or whatever because of the software.
They call that console ban. They have a console ban and they have a software ban. Or no, sorry, an account ban. They have account ban and console ban. And that's what everybody's begging for a console ban.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're tired of this.
Because then you can't just make a new account on that same console. But that happens more on PC than it does on an actual console.
Yeah. So I wonder if when they say console ban, it refers to PC as well. I'm hoping. I don't know how, but I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
Because
it seems like on PC they do it a lot easier.
Yeah. Absolutely. And to that point, dude, have you noticed Call of Duty, for the life of Call of Duty, they have always had a cheating problem.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? People that can wiggle themselves into rocks, for example. Oh, yeah. I was a victim of that. I tried it. I died, but because I didn't do it right. But you have to wiggle yourself into certain corners of
go under the map, everything.
Under the map, the sky, they call it the sky something. You know, they have names for everything where you can shoot down, but they look up and are, what the fuck am I getting shot from? And then they can't see your kill cam.
Yeah,
just crazy stuff like that is they've always had this problem. So I'm hoping that this is the beginning of something new. I think they've always had a shitty server line.
Okay, because there's obviously popping games like Halo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What Halo had a fuck ton of cheaters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I think it's just that Call of Duty's been out for so long, and I don't really know when the first one actually came out. It was probably multiplayer at least was maybe 2008.
Multiplayer, yeah, absolutely.
So at least 2008, around there, maybe a little bit earlier for multiplayer.
Yeah.
And since it's been around for so long, people just love it, and the more people that play it, the more eyes are on it.
Right.
The more it's easier for someone just to come up with hacks, invest time into that kind of stuff, right? Opposed to a Fortnite that's a brand new kind of game. It was probably a little bit harder to figure out
for them to crack that,
which hacks and stuff like that. And then by that time, the developers of Fortnite already created anti-cheats for Fortnite.
Oh, they stopped it right away. Remember when it happened? When it started happening, people were like, dude, these guys are cheating. This is bullshit. And like, I don't know what it was, but Epic Games was like, "Oh, we got something for that.
Yeah.
We'll stop this right now."
Yeah.
And like they did, like they legit did. Like they still have some cheaters, very rarely that slip through the cracks, but nothing like Call of Duty.
Is Epic Games Asian?
It's a good question.
Like
I have
China?
no idea.
I think they are, because that's kind of the issue they had with Apple, I believe.
Okay.
Activision?
Yeah, I think Activision's American.
American.
I think so. I'm
You
guessing.
see my point?
Yeah. But Apple, I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, right at the get go, they have implemented the best software to anti,
Yeah.
pe-
No, but I'm just saying, like, in general, like, I think that Epic was like a Chinese, I'm saying Asian, I'm not really sure where in that area, but somewhere from over there. And then Apple is American, and that's where they clash with, like, the whole store and Fortnite.
Right.
You know, basically, Fortnite wanted to get money, and also Apple did too. So
Right,
that's
right.
where they clashed. But I think it was different culture, basically.
Yeah.
And Activision is American
Yeah.
here, and maybe they don't have enough resources.
I mean, that could be the reason why. It could be. Absolutely. I agree. I mean, it's just, it blows my mind that they went this long in Call of Duty till they're like, we have got to make a stand. It's like, dude, you guys had to make a stand decades ago.
Well, and the crazy thing is that this game is so big, people have played it, left it, came back, and it's just still so big. And I think that's where the Activision's at. It's like, hey, we're just gonna do whatever we kind of want because this game's so popular that
Yeah, you
it
guys
doesn't
are gonna
really
play
matter.
it. Yeah.
You guys are gonna play regardless.
I wouldn't care as much about the cheaters if this wasn't a way to make money.
Right.
If you and I were playing competitively, say the past 3 years, you and I decided to grind out Call of Duty and be a duos like championship team, which if we are, we would push ourselves to the limit and get killed by cheaters, and then we would have to like legitimately file a formal complaint. We can literally be like, dude, we're competitors. This is our job, and you guys are allowing cheaters to be a part of these tournaments, and it's like, where is that okay? Like, it doesn't, like, yeah, sure, they'll get banned because like there's a whole bunch of tournaments that are out there that are non-streamer based, for example, but you have to record your gameplay in order for they could validate that you did it legitimately. But then like there's still cheaters in there.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you guys have to start the whole tournament over. What is the like? Are you
But they
kidding?
don't.
No,
But
exactly.
they don't, and that's where the content
That's
creators
where the problem
are,
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
that's all.
even like just stream sniping, which is not necessarily, I would say, cheating.
Right.
It's an advantage.
Absolute
But like people
advantage.
could do that still, and that's unfair. Mm-hmm. And then, but now it's not even that. Now it's just like straight up cheating.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, a lot of these guys, enter tournaments daily, and I watch a lot of these guys grinding these tournaments, and they end up losing to cheaters, and
Right.
they're like,
Right.
I watched this one. It wasn't a cheater, but it was an all-female Warzone one the other day, and I was watching this. It was a duo,
Yeah.
right? So the squad drops in, and then basically the two duos out of the squad that had the most kills advances.
Right.
If you're dead, you're out.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's all it takes. Just one cheater to take out you and your partner.
Yeah.
And then the other people advance, or, if they got more kills than you, they advance.
That's crazy.
Like, so it's real tough.
Last
And this is
night
for legit money.
It's real money, yeah, and we're talking thousands of dollars. Like you're not making $100 per, per match.
I think for first it was 60 something hundred, so it was like 30. I think it was like 3,500 split. So I'm getting 3,500. You're getting 3,500.
Yeah, see, that's pretty intense. The last two tournaments I watched were 36K.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and these are for duos, bro.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I'll take fucking 13, 14K
Yeah.
split between you and me, of course, But when you get a cheater that comes in and like literally it's so funny to say the word cheater. I hate it because we grew up on that. Did we not? Like
Yeah.
when you're playing against somebody, we're playing like Street Fighter. Dude, you cheated. It's like, how did I cheat?
Yeah.
Because I cornered you in the corner of the level and you fucking down kick me every time and I can't move.
Yeah.
Like, it's not cheating. That's
No.
legitimately not cheating. It's a tactic that I hate. Like,
Yeah.
I hate that. Don't get me wrong. But we grew up on this concept of cheating, and now there's an actual implementation in the game that gives you the upper hand no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's the definition, you know?
Yeah.
And it blows my mind. But
Well, I tagged you in that one where Nick Merckx downed a guy
and he stood back up.
and he stood back up in not even a second.
And he stood back up a second time,
Yeah.
right? Because he was
He
running.
was on him then,
Yeah.
so he was able to kill
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
But it's just stuff like that.
It's like, what the fuck? Last night I watched Tim the Tap Man stream from the AT&T something out in New York, which was dope, right? He played the Haunting of Verdansk and gets killed by a guy that he thought was a little sus. And on the big screen, what a terrible way to get caught. But in the middle of 37,000 people watching you on the stream, right? This guy, he ends up watching him, has 73 kills. And granted, there's 50 people in this match, right? 73 kills, but the ghosts, they count as kills. So all he's doing, because the ghosts come from the sky, is he's just shooting in the sky, snapping left and right, and he goes, he's gonna destroy the record. He gets close but doesn't beat it, and goes,
Dude, you cheat and you still can't beat it.
you still can't. But he's like, the guy's getting banned. It's just that, you know, Tim was streaming at 9 p.m. At his time, so it was pretty wild to see that. But I was in shock to see that someone with that kind of hack, and they're like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care if that he has
don't care.
8 people watching him. Yeah,
They don't care.
it's like, what?
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you something real quick, because I know you watch him a little bit more, and I know you've given him props in his day. But a Symphony, you think he cheats or he's just really that good?
I think Symphony does. He does really well. Yeah, I think he's a great player. I don't consider him a cheater. Yeah, no, I think he's legit. Yeah, I mean, I think because he should be, but he is a little questionable.
Because I've seen videos on like TikTok of him basically shooting a guy, and then without even like letting off, he like snaps onto another guy that was like coming out of a door over here. But like, I'm listening to the audio, I can't even hear it. I know he had headphones on and stuff like that.
Right. I never can hear.
And everyone always says like Symphony caught cheating, and that's why I watch it. And it's like, it looks very suspect. But then I watched this other guy, and I watched it, and so say he was doing the same thing. He was shooting this guy out of a truck.
Right.
But then I heard bullets. I heard the bullets coming from over here, and he snaps on that guy super easy. And I was like, okay, but I heard it.
Right.
But on Symphonies, you can never hear anyone else. So
But-
how does he know those guys are coming from anywhere?
Yeah.
And he's, so it looks very. But
Yeah.
so I watch his gameplay, and I'm like, damn, is he really? Because
He's good.
It's legit.
Right.
Is he really that good, or does he maybe use little cheats here and there?
The one thing, and anyone's allowed to correct me if I'm wrong here, but what I did notice is that he does not join an org, and he also does not do tournaments with how good he is. Why not? You know what I mean? Because
Well, you figure he would have joined 100 Thieves already. He lives at their house.
he literally lives there,
Yeah.
but he hasn't joined an organization. Now, if he joined an organization, would he join as a content creator, or would he join as a, Call of Duty player? Because that's what he does. He plays that game, and that's what he's good at. But
Does
the
he
problem
co-
I'm having
yeah.
is he doesn't compete. Why doesn't he compete? Like, Tim the Tap Man's not part of an organization, and he competes.
Well, he is
didn't
now.
He didn't do good. Well, part owner of an organization. You're totally right, but not on a team, if I may. You know what I mean? I mean, technically, he still is, but you know what I mean. But the fact is that he doesn't join an org and he doesn't compete, and it's like, because in competitions they're all very much watched, right? So
and
I
people
wonder-
do still cheat in
Yeah.
competitions, but they
and
get caught.
I wonder if Symphony's like not even trying to risk it, or I mean, it's like you said, it's very sus. He has a lot of sus moments, but I watch him so often that I'm like, man, he's good. Like, fuck. But he dies a lot too, so I'm like, I don't know.
We've had this conversation before, and it was like, should we cheat? But then you blow up, and when you blow up, someone asks you like, hey, come join this like celebrity and Call of Duty player fundraiser, and then you show up and you just suck ass because you're used to using your cheats.
Yeah.
So that's why we're like, that wouldn't even be worth it.
No.
So
No,
maybe
not at all.
he's at that situation where he does that, but then now when asked to do it in front of people,
He's like, no, I can't.
you can't.
Yeah, he's like, I'll pass. I'm good.
And not saying he's not a good player, but
Right. Because I mean, when it's asked so many times, you start to believe the unbelievable.
yeah,
So,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, man, because he, some of these clips I watch, I'm like, dude, how is that even possible? And I'd listen to the audio because, you know, if I hear someone shooting behind him, I can be like, all right, so he heard that. He could turn around knowing the guy's there.
Right.
His aim is just impeccable.
it's just too good.
But there's some times where I'm like, dude, how? It's like in a building.
Yeah.
He's shooting from one building to like the roof of one building, kills that guy, and then he snaps over to the building next door.
Right.
And he shoots at the stairwell that's covered by a wall and gets people.
Yeah.
Like wall bangs these people.
Right,
Because
right.
he heard them going up the stairs? I don't think so.
I know. It's questionable. You're not wrong. I think I give him a lot of benefit because I like the guy, you know? I think he's funny, very I don't even know. Like he's still awkward, you know, but I
Yeah.
think he's just so
I saw a clip.
well-minded. I don't know.
I saw a clip. He was actually dressed like I am right now, trying to be Bobby Ross. But
He'll never be.
no, he would never. But it was like, I think they were commentating. It was a duo, but him and someone else are commentating. I think one of the tournaments, and he goes on there and he's basically like, he's like, oh, so and so off to a good start, you know, blah blah blah. And the guy with him, so he's like, are you trolling me right now? And he's like, no, yeah, that was a good kill, but he's like, dude, this is the loading screen. And then he just kind of looks up and he's like, ah, shit. He thought they were in game watching this player, and he was like, oh, that's a good start so far. Like, had one kill right off the get-go. And it was the loading screen. Kind of makes me wonder where this guy's at.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not with us
Yeah.
sometimes, you know, but
That
that is what it is.
That's pretty hilarious.
When you
though.
do that every day of your life, like that's your job. I can see that.
Give me your best. So, anyone watching out there, you want to hire Pilot Hero, hit me up, Bobby Ross. Give me your best Call of Duty commentator, 10-second clip.
10-second clip. All right, we've got Jorge and Pilot Hero. We have about one zone left. We're getting pretty close. We got 18 people left in zone. We are looking at the top two players of Call of Duty. They are going hard, but we are hiding behind this rock, hoping that the zone pulls our way. Doesn't! We have to go the opposite way. It's unfortunate for them. They have to run across this field. Can they pull it off? They have 3 people to their left and about 2 people on vehicles. Can they pull this off? They're running towards them. They have the C4 available, but can they make it with that nerf on that C4? Now, the C4, I'm going to say, Bob, is that they can throw it, but they can't throw it very far.
Yes.
Here they come. They died. That's the end.
I would hire you.
What'd you think?
Yeah, that was good.
What'd you think?
I can't do that.
No?
No.
It's
I'm more like a Snoop Dogg commentator. Just like talk my shit and just be like, run, motherfucker.
Just
like,
Snoop Doggy and just fucking talk. It's just like just fucking smooth sailing.
yeah,
I'd like that.
I can't sit there.
That would be a good duo.
You know what happens though? And I think you noticed this on my stream when we play together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of the shit pops off and I'm like, all right, I'm paying attention. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I can't sit there and talk because I get impressed. I'm like, damn, that was cool. Like,
Yeah.
so I'll
I
just
think-
say,
I feel the
I'll
same
ad
way.
lib stuff like that. But I can't sit there and just like commentate the entire time.
Yeah.
There's no way.
No, I agree. It's one of the, like I think you know what how I picked it up, like just like the concept of it. And I'm not saying I'm good. I'm just saying like where I picked up the concept, I guess. I don't even know how to really word it. Is I've watched a lot of early day Courage. Like when before
Courage is
Mr.
good.
Beast had him pop off, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's the story at least. But I watched a lot of people that I guess had a lot of casting background. That blows my mind. Like I was like, that's a thing. So that's pretty cool. And I think it would be a really awesome experience. I don't know how good I'd do in front of people, like a lot of people, but I think it'd be awesome.
I think
to
it's
do.
one thing reading off a teleprompter, which we can do.
Yeah.
We're very efficient with that kind of
Absolutely.
stuff. But then it's another thing, like in the moment, there's chaos going on. You're watching this player.
I think it
and-
depends on what you're watching, right? I mean,
Yeah.
wouldn't you say that you'd be really good at a UFC fight?
Oh yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's a little different, obviously. You're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
worried about the environment.
Yeah.
And now you're just like, oh, uppercut, but he comes back with a kick of his own. Good counter.
Yeah.
Like, you can kind of, like, just because you're seeing it literally
Yeah, it's
play by
but,
play.
But what you're saying is like the chaos is different.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
Um,
More focused.
If you watch
on
like
one thing.
Courage when he does like the Fortnite ones, they're in this battle, this build battle, and they're on this one team, and then all of a sudden they move into this other team. They're like, oh, Ninja and so, blah 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 blah, and then oh shit, for Courage over here,
Right.
you know, so like, dude, that's just too much.
Yeah.
You
The
know?
chaos is pretty intense.
Yeah.
Like I admit. Like it's.
I think the casters for these like esports, just arenas and venues and stuff like that, they're pretty legit, because when it comes to like sports, you kind of a lot of times you kind of know what they're gonna do. Like
Absolutely.
you know, football, you
call.
kind of know that they're gonna do a run play. So
Yeah.
hand off to so and so.
Yep.
Oh, it's a
Gets
80-yard pass.
bulldozer by fucking 16.
Yeah.
Like,
So stuff like that, and then it's more of just being on track and reading things.
yeah.
And this is actually a good conversation we're having, and we'll end it here.
Uh-huh.
But we'll bring it back up with Mace, because Mace is actually a commentator on live TV for X Games.
Oh shit! So? I mean,
So
is there
that's that's stuff that we could
that's
ask
awesome.
him. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I'll save what I was about to say for
Yeah.
him. So like that's gonna be pretty cool to talk about.
But like I'm saying though, because I watch him do it, and I know the sport. I've been in it and stuff, so it's a little easier than when you're watching these teams, this squad or duos, whatever it is, going into, and then they switch to a different squad, and you're like, it's a different dynamic, and you
Yeah.
got to be super
Absolutely.
quick on that kind of stuff. So
Absolutely.
I just wanted to see your broadcasting voice, so
Yeah.
the people at home watching this right now can
y'all
hear
can
it.
y'all can hire me. Y'all
Yeah.
can get me hired or hire me. Either way works.
Just bring me, because I want to watch. But
Yeah,
like,
he's down.
I'm not good.
It's kind of a duo thing, anyways.
Yeah.
You take me, he's gonna do everything in the background for
Yeah.
me. So
Or I'll ad lib, like I said. I'll be like, yeah, it makes sense.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Put your 2 cents in. But with that said, we are at the end of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. But we are stoked that we are live.
Yeah.
I love that we're doing this. This is awesome. This is a good opportunity for
Hell
you
yeah.
guys to see the celebrities that we're gonna have on here. AKA Mike Mason's gonna be our next one, and then we're gonna have more right after. So it's gonna be pretty sweet. I'm excited for our upcoming guests.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
legitimately, it's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, but I do want to say thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys for watching the show, like rerun or whatever on YouTube. Make sure you tell everyone, just come over and subscribe, like the video, leave some comments. Obviously, in the comment section, if you guys ask some questions, we'll be able to answer them the following week. Make sure you follow us on all our socials. Just all that stuff's in the description, or just search the Gamer Boys,
Right,
and we're
right.
all there.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm super pumped on this. This is like I love podcasting, but this is like even more addictive. Just being in front of the camera,
Yeah.
and putting on a little show for you guys, and just talking the shit that we usually do.
Literally.
So this is super fun for us, and we're just super pumped to bring this to you guys, and hopefully it just grows and grows.
Yeah, absolutely. And for all you guys out there that keep asking for more and more episodes, just know that we are totally okay not getting donations from you guys. If you guys want to give donations, you guys can do that in the chat. You guys can do like super comments or whatever it is in the chat. It gives us all of the revenue that way, so we can do this more often. So for all of you guys out there that would love to have us Monday through Friday, which we would totally do, you can either just kind of blast us everywhere, comment, let people know, yo, the Gamer Boys podcast is live on YouTube every Thursday at 6 o'clock. Then we'll get kind of like the momentum going.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to do this every single day, and that would be sick.
Yeah, and then also we want to bring you guys videos, like just reaction videos. We're actually gonna film one. I want to film a music reaction video that Roger hasn't listened to yet.
Okay.
So a reaction video like that, and then also bringing you guys just like up to date news of certain topics going on in the gaming industry.
Yeah.
Because we are the Gamer Boys. But we do like to talk just like normal things going on, trends and stuff like that. So we kind of stray from the gaming stuff, because I know a lot of you guys like that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
then also we want to stay true to the gaming part. So we want to bring a section of the show that's just like different from the podcast, but just news, like the gamer news.
Right.
We want to bring that to you guys eventually as well. So we just need the time, but we're here to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we got to as far as we got 3 years down, baby. You guys keep tuning in. Pilot Hero and Jorge signing off for another one. You guys are amazing, and we love you. Till next time, Game on.
Game on.